Hi everybody, it's v8burble's doing the weekly review of the events over at simulatorgolftour.com and using GSPRO version 2 software. I am realising that I tend to put these videos out on a Thursday. I appreciate the events finish on a Monday or close out on a Monday afternoon, evening, UK time. If people feel this is too late and that they're not interested in it because it's too late after the events are finished, do let me know. Hopefully people just are happy, or those few people that do watch it are happy that it's a video being put out and it's a bit of a summary of who's doing what with my very personal take on what's happened, which hopefully won't offend many people too often. But we're going to do a slightly different format on this one. I have actually upgraded, well not upgraded, but I found a spare Logitech Brio 4K webcam in a drawer, and I thought, great, I'll use that for these videos. So they should be slightly better video quality and slightly better audio quality. It's a fantastic webcam, not one of the cheaper Logitech ones, but it does have a much improved mic compared to some of the more basic ones. And I'm also going to slightly change the format and also show you some of the latest courses that have been released. I'm not going to do it within GSPRO how I used to. Thankfully, there's a new preview on the website. You can all go down there and do that, but some people might benefit from just having a couple of minutes of seeing what are the latest courses. Sadly, not all of them have a preview enabled for them on YouTube yet, and I won't be able to show those, but we're just trying to slightly mix up the format. First thing I'm going to do is mention that there was some news this week, which is that Foresight Sports are now partnering with GSPRO. And this, the GSPRO guys, huge fans of them. They're so responsive. They've come up with a new bit of software very quickly, fixing, adding lots of things on a daily, weekly basis. Absolutely love the work they've done. The vision, as I understand it, was always to support as many launch monitors as possible and to enable cross-platform play. And that's fantastic. It enables more and more people to be part of a tour, if you so wish, and to be able to play against people using different platforms. So that's great news. Foresight Sports have always been a little bit more on the commercial side, let's just say. And I use a GC2. I have done since I built my first simulator. I think it's a fantastic bit of kit. There's been so much talk over the last few weeks on Discord, and it's funny how as soon as people upgrade to a new device, they slag off the old one. And the GC2's been getting like jip about how it's not very good for putting and things like that. I mean, I've seen people shooting 56s and 57s and 50, even I've shot 58 using a GC2 with putting, and I'm not a good putter. So I take that with a pinch of salt. But how this will pan out, I don't know. I've got utter faith in GSPRO to want to do the right thing and to be able to provide their platforms and the APIs to now enable these devices. On the other hand, I've got utter faith in Foresight Sports to try and squeeze as much money as they possibly can out of this. So I have to hope that it will be very fair and that it won't cost people more money. They do talk at the end of this about company development, the new FSX Play and GSPRO integration, which suggests that from their perspective, FSX Play will be a prerequisite for working with GSPRO. I don't know. Can they control the Bluetooth on these newer devices? I don't know. All I know is that the GC2 for me is still a very solid investment because it's unlocked and there's nothing they can do about it to stop it from being integrated or connecting via Bluetooth with other software. So I'm very happy with that. But I hope it pans out really well for everybody. It's good news for the GSPRO guys because it enables their software to be used on a much wider range and to be advertised and promoted by Foresight Sports, which is a really good thing, getting that kind of endorsement from one of the big players in the industry. So well done to the GSPRO guys on that. We're going to move on to the courses. That's just my opinion, by the way. That's just my view of the world. Looking over at the courses that released this week, I'm going to try and show you a few where they've got the YouTube preview. Was very excited to see TPC Scottsdale. It's one that I think John Mayer did back in the day for a little Perfect Golf. And it's good to see that there's a new version of it. So thank you to Run Pud Run and Ardea. Dummer Glass has been released. Thank you, Boiler Tom. Fiddler's Elbow. The Golf Boy. I see a lot of posts over on Facebook about him and his Patreon server. Mystic Rock Golf Course, thank you Jeff Carter. I can't show these because they don't have the preview and are not in the sim, but Spencer Golf and Country Club, thank you Cook. How did he find the time? Stream Song Red, thank you Adam TC4. I'm only going to go back about a week's worth. Heaven Point links I'll show you, thank you Ferg311. Meadows Golf Club from Mashi, and I've got a feeling that's the one that we're using for the Quinn Cup that's starting the first session. President's Reserve by Run Pud Run, and lots of others. So LT Banner, thank you Tech Bud, Scott. You know, you get lots of guys. SQ Tail. Go down there and check out those courses. The more people play them, the better feedback people can get. Without further ado, I'll put it onto double speed. We'll show you what Scottsdale looks like. I mean, it looks fabulous from these pictures. I've not had a chance to play any golf, just been too busy. But great to see the stadium design. There's some noise and crowd effects as you're hitting into the par 3 at 16, I'm thinking. I can't remember, 15, 16, 17. I'm not really a golf buff on these things. But yeah, that looks a fantastic course. Cannot wait to give that one a go. We have Dunmaglass released at double speed. Lots more trees here. Simdrop. But yes, looks beautiful. Really nice course. And I'll just have to make sure that I'm having one of my good driver days, I think, when I play this one. So thank you to the designer there. Moving on, Fiddler's Elbow. Again, just different lighting, different look and feel. Obviously, you can customize the lighting settings for each of the courses. But looks really nice. The water, oh dear, that's a lot of water to be dealing with. Oh, more water. Okie doke. Yeah, not. It's a great course. I'd enjoy playing it, but yeah, water gives me the. Mystic Rock Golf Course, looking nice out there. Beautiful. I mean, they all look beautiful. Isn't it something about golf courses? Just like, you know, I'm not really a particular walker in the countryside. I do it sometimes, but they're just pretty, and I love to get out there and play. I need to get outside and play outdoors again once it warms up a little bit. I'm not a winter golfer, so thank you to the designer at Mystic Rock Golf Course. Heron Point Golf Links. Oh, is that going to be deep rough? I don't know, all that stuff. I don't know if my mouse pointer's picked up on the videos, but yeah, it doesn't look like too far off the fairway. You're going to be in some of the deep stuff, but loving the grass mow lines and really pretty course. And even the waters are looking, I think the waters are all looking different. This one's got a kind of more murky brown, and one of the others got more black and reflective. I don't know, very clever designers. I dabbled in it, and then maybe I will. I just haven't got the patience to produce courses. President's Reserve flyovers. Looks like a more hazy morning or evening, possibly. I should be able to tell which, possibly, I don't know. But I'm loving the skylines, the colours. You know, even just doing this just shows the different look and feel of all the various courses. Bit of water, bit of a carry to be made on driver. I'm driving it so short these days. But yeah, looking really good. Please tell me if you don't want that. I guess people can just skip the video if they don't want to see the courses. But I just thought it might be a nice thing to do. I can't go full screen because then it doesn't grab it in OBS. So apologies, it's a bit small. But yep, another great looking course. Oh, a bit of stuff to deal with. I've got a course near me called Halifax Golf Club up at Ogden, and I play it, and it's got all kinds of like heather and scrubland or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, you need to be playing well around there. So well done, and thank you to the designer there. And the last one I'll show is Fircrest Golf Club. Again, looks nice. Not such dense trees, so I might get away with spraying a few right or hooking a few left and finding a way back in without sim drop. But yeah, looks great. So thank you to all those designers that have been working on those courses. It's fantastic to have so many courses to select from, and we're up to 382 according to the count, and that's not including obviously all of the private courses that are out there on the Patreon servers elsewhere, which you can obviously subscribe to, if that's the right phrase, and check them out. Now on to the main event. So who were the winners from the last week over on the various tours? As always, I start with the Pro Tour. I forgot to take a screenshot of who the winners for settling ties, so I'm going to have to work it out as I go along. And on the Pro Tour this last week, the winner again, on a ridiculous score of -35. Now, was this the one? I can't barely remember yesterday, let alone a week ago. This was the one at high elevation, and some of the holes I think played short, at high altitude. So these big hitters will be carrying an absolute mile. And Willie 8, who has been winning a lot of the events, took it by a country mile from GSPRO. Keymark 3rd, Colorado Golfer 4th, and Tim 243 5th. Now I am going to have to load a leaderboard. Is that really 18 under round 1? Won't 18 under be like almost a 40? 40, 54. Wow. I mean, I don't know what he did to cock up 14 and 17. 14 and 17, but anyhow, that's ridiculous. So well played, Willie. That's obscene, that is. Anyhow, what was it, 14 and 17 you didn't birdie? I'm going to go and check out if I birdied 14 and 17. Sorry, I'm going off on one. I should really do this in my own time, not on yours, but I'll be quick. I didn't do brilliantly, but I don't think I did awfully, did I? 78th, no, it doesn't sound brilliant. I thought I played okay, or was it PGA I played better on? I don't know. But 14 and 17, come on. No, I didn't either. Tough holes. Looking down the bottom of the leaderboard, on gross, we had Still with 1L. Surname? Initials? Don't know. 190, taking it the last spot by 3 shots. So let's move over to the net leaderboard. Looking at the net leaderboard, the winner this week was Golfer 3411, taking it by 3 shots from Colorado Golfer. So 6 difference in the handicap there, but good golf. Well done, Golfer. 3411, Brad Vamp, Chris Kildo, and FSF Champ finishing out the top 5. So well done, Golfer 3411. Bottom of the leaderboard, we had J Ace, just 1 shot adrift from the rest of the field. And oh dear, yuck, there I am. Not so good there. Moving on to the PGA event this week. The winner by 2 shots on gross was Benny61, just taking it from Super Sweden 2nd. Z71 BCM tied with Dino Canuck for 3rd, and Tim Siegel taking 5th. Good to see Tommy up there. I know he's been a bit injured. Taking 12th. Well done, Tommy. Wizard further down the leaderboard. And we work down. I love the Wiz. I only wind him up. He just wants a shout out. He doesn't care in what context it is. Egomaniac, that guy. I love him to bits though. So working down, there's my friend Mythesis. I've been paired with him in the first round for the Queen Cup. Looking down the bottom of the leaderboard, we had, how many people? We're going to get to 300? Not quite. 284. The finished. SK15M at the bottom. Just 3 shots adrift from Third Stall Golf, who I've not heard of before. Looking at the net leaderboard. The net leaderboard, we have got... I'm worrying about my comments about the Foresight devices. It's like, it's hearsay at the moment. We don't really know, I would say. My concern is just about the Bluetooth, and can they detect connections and do stuff about it at their end. I really hope they'll be very fair, but they do like to take money off people. And they've got great devices, and, you know, let's leave it there. I mean, they're a commercial business. Who doesn't like to take money off people? E-Lions 14 took it on the net leaderboard. Top 3 shots clear of Hunley in 2nd, and Eric H 226, Karari, Shank 12U, and Talo finishing out the top 5. Those last 4 tied for 3rd. So well done, E-Lions. Working our way down. There's Tommy again. Are we on the net? No, this is the... Oh, yeah, net. Yeah. I won't rehash it. I just look at the gross when I work my way down the leaderboard. And working our way down, we had third stall golf, taking the coveted last spot just adrift from J Mill and JP8291AE17, a catchy name there. Moving on to the Web Tour. The Web Tour gross winner this week again was Stagamar, just clear of, again, Bordock. You know, with people being bumped from Web, these guys are serial offenders. Maybe that's where they hang out, but they're winning too often. They've got to, yeah, anyhow. You know, they're the best of the Web. D-Shop in tied third with Little Joe 44. I do mean well done. You have to play well every week, and Stagamar is just winning lots. Foghorn 78, Michael Dixon, taking the 5th spot. Did my mate Thin Man finish? I'm looking out for his name. I'm still waiting to see him on a leaderboard. Maybe I'm not looking at the right leaderboard. But he's definitely been teeing it up on a few events. Whether he's finishing them, that's what I don't know. Can't see his name down there. He won't be down there. No offence. And taking that last spot is Ant Becor. 30 shots adrift from Stamper. So well done, Ant Becor, for getting that in there. Keep working and get that handicap down. Looking at the net leaderboard. The winner this week is Wayne Hung 228, taking it from Jerry W, and tied third M Johnson and P Gilster 33, and taking the finishing out the top 5 are 5 people: DJ Per, J Joe, Derek, KM 2032, and Lil Joe 44. So well done, Wayne Hung, taking it this week. At the bottom, we had Ant Becor, just adrift from Stamper again. So I'll give a shout out for B Van Est, also down there in the bottom few places of the web net this week. Yes, on we go. I'm still kind of, I don't know, imagine that I skip 1 or 2 events or nets and forget them, but we'll see. Tips events. Remember, this one isn't for world ranking. This is just for showing off, for bragging rights, and just taking it by 1 shot. So it's always a tough setup. Longest, it's off the tips. It often has a very tough setup, whether it's the stimp, whether it's the wind, or a combination of. And GSPRO took it this week from Willie by 1 shot. Carnival and Keymart 3rd, and Andrew V and Benny tied 5th. Looking down the bottom of the leaderboard, 57 finished. Tips and SK15M took bottom, a few shots clear from, quite a few shots clear from Rainmaker down there. Now, I've got to remember, the one comment I had about this week's event was, I think it was stimp 10. And we play 11 a lot and occasionally stick a 12 in on pro. And I just couldn't get the ball to the hole on stimp 10. Found it really difficult, which was a strange one for me. No point looking at net because we don't have handicaps on tips. It's just gross. Looking at the Auto Putt Tour, I saw Willie Long's video again. As I say, always very entertaining. And yes, he did shoot a 59 on the round 1 Auto Putt Tour with a shank, as he mentioned. He did stink up 18, made a right balls up of that one, but crept over the line for the 59. Now, I should add, you know, I've shot a 58 with a 4-putt from about 8 feet with putting. So step up, Willie, get that putting practice in. He says it's boring. I want to see some putting. I want to see him on the Pro Tour. Anyhow, well played, Willie. Did he actually win the event, though? Will he win the event? I think the answer is no, because it's going to be the second half of the back 9. Now, it looks like Bomber Hill probably will take it. This is where I will quickly go into Discord. This is where I said I would. This is where my prep work beforehand pays dividends. If I look for tips, that hopefully will skip me to the awards for who won the event. Where were they? When were they posted? It's too long ago. Oh no, I've got all Ralph's hints and tips videos coming up instead. Tips isn't the search to look for. Oh, I'm going to have to look it up. This is bad. What can I say? What if I look for net? Net should show the winner because they always say pro net. I don't think anyone would mention net. There we go. Found it. Sorry about that delay. Looking at the Auto Putt Tour this week, the winner was Bomberhild. Yeah, so Bomberhild took it on the back 9, round 2. So well done, Bomberhild. Just holding off Willie Long, Lincoln, and Keymart. And finishing out top 5, Brad Rob 23. Looking down the bottom, how many people finished the Auto Putt? 260. And that's a technique. Interesting name. Kind of like it. That's not a technique. Well, it is a technique. It's probably not a good technique, given that you're last place. But anyhow, just clear from CB and Sublime, playing some Sublime golf to not finish last. I can see up there. So well done, guys. Let's look at the net leaderboard. The net winner on the Auto Putt Tour this week, I can say, is, because I'm looking at it, Billy Ockham, before I look at the leaderboard. Billy Ockham taking it one shot handicap as well. It's making that handicap count. Just clear from Duke Tomcat, Venti 2K, Trev and Filiotti finishing out the top 5. Coveted last spot is That's the Technique again. Optimus X-Ream playing less than optimal golf in second last spot, but well done. Moving on to the Par 3 Tour. The Par 3 Tour, we have... Oh, booger. Oh, it is announced. There we go. We had M. Loga taking it 2 shots clear of Willie 8. Well done, M. Loga. I've seen Willie 8 win plenty of these, so you've done well there. And tied 3rd, Golfer Ben, Rob Hewson, and W Speed 20 finishing out the top 5. It's always a nice quick round. I think I did round 1. And I absolutely stank it up, and I don't think I bothered playing round 2. I didn't have the motivation. I'm so bad at the Par 3 these days. Last spot was Degenerate's Dad Golfer. Great name again. So well done for getting those rounds in. Let's look at the net leaderboard. The net leaderboard has the winner, Jordan Kreider, 3 shots clear from Birdie Foot, just clear from Z71 BCM, and finishing out the top 5, K Wettig and D Glashan 23. So well done to Jordan Kreider. Last spot is Cyril, just adrift from Duke Tomcat on the web leaderboard. Moving on. 2-man scramble week. I was hoping I'd be able to get it in with John. We possibly were going to play it, and we didn't. But we wouldn't have been winning. That's a convincing win on scramble. 4 shots clear for Salty and Carnival. So well done, guys. I do love watching their streams. Great golf swings. It's good to see. And they both hit it for a mile for what? They're not big heavy guys. So it's it's impressive golf whenever I watch their streams. Second place, tied second, Willie 8, Carson Ritz, the Wiz up there, and LP3 and B Hallman, GM Smith finishing out the top 5. Snap Snell, Scott J, Edwards the Diggler, and D Fruz, Scott Slusher. So well done, guys. Some good golf there, but particularly Salty and Carnival. Last spot. Shimmy and Shimmy. It's always funny because I'm on the Aussie Discord channel, and there's Shimmy Slim Noodle over there, and whenever I see him in last place, I always post saying, "Are you playing golf again?" and thinking it's Shimonko. Back in the day, some people know him, so it always amuses me when I see Shimmy in last place. Anyhow, just me. Looking at the net leaderboard. Have I even shrinked my video? Am I blocking everything? No, I did. I shrinked it. Up there. Oh, amateur hour, here we go. 2-man scramble. Net winners this week were Mike and Par and John Sig. Well done. Clear of DD Madigan, Son of Jaw, L32. B Hallman, GM Smith, Talon Faces on 3K, and finishing out top 5, Shin 219, Still 190, Edwards and the Diggler. Looking at the bottom of the leaderboard, we've got Shimmy Shimmy. It's a double whammy for Shimmy Shimmy. So we'll give a shout out for Tyler Lichty and Guy Fromry, who were just 3 clear from Shimmy and Shimmy. 4-man scramble January. Not many people are getting these 4-man scrambles in. I must admit, since we invited Mitch to complete our team, and John's not playing. We haven't done one in months. Maybe it's just getting everybody together. But with only a week to go, it looks like the Swedish team are going to be taking this one, unless someone else can get the rounds in. Pontus, Super Swede, Fandom and Bommerhild have got that lead there. And fighting for the last spot, we've got one-armed golfer, Caseman, Mr. Matthias, and Unknown Rash. And given the scores that they're posting, maybe these guys are no-armed golfers, but we will see. I did say I'd try and be rude. 1 week, just 1 week every now and then I'll be rude to everybody and probably get blocked. Blocked and unsubscribe. Never mind. I don't mean it. World rankings, who is the top bod, who's top of the tree at present, and it's Willie8, who is still well clear at the top of the table from GSPRO in second and Bob Chung in third. Working way down to the also rans 25th. I'm hanging in there, but also dropping like a stone. Like I've got no progression going up. It's at what point I will stop dropping. Probably around the 40s, I would think, with the amount of golf these guys are playing. Anyhow, go on to World Ranking and you can do a quick find, and you can find where you stand in the full list of all of the golfers, with Dalia Lama taking that bottom spot at the moment. Bottom spot being at least they've got some world ranking points. There's plenty of people who won't have any world ranking points. Okay, we're on to the clans. And clans, we're coming up to the final week of the standard schedule. What do I want to say? What I'm looking for? What do they call it in American football? Regular season. Yes. Final week. So the last week's results were sloppy seconds, battering Players Club, Grip It and Sip It, winning 2-1 versus Down Under Par, growing the game 2-1 over Monkeypox, the Kingsmen defeating Island of Misfits, which was our one, and they were close. I think those guys won by 1 shot. These guys lost by 1 shot. And I think it was, we'll have gone down 18 anyhow. And we won by 1 shot, birdie in 18, and we needed that win. So we're hanging in there with a shot. Camel Toad Crusaders got battered by No Name All Game. We had a tie between Pre-Game Heroes and Gunga Galunga. Hookers and Blow beat 3-putt pars 2-1. And Team Canada, who are the team we've got to catch, just narrowly beating the Forcemen 2-1, which probably wasn't what we wanted in terms of the scores in my group. So let's have a look at the season standings with 1 week to go. No Name All Game have qualified, Players Club have qualified. So well done, guys. You guys are going through to the playoffs, and the last couple of games, the last matches will just be for where they stand. GSPRO South, we've got Grip It and Sip It have qualified, Gunga Galunga have qualified, and 7 6, and yes, Gunga Galunga have qualified because of the extra ties. Just making sure I've got that right. 7 and 7, yes. I think it goes to win-loss tie and then 2 points. So both those are settled. In the SGT North, we've got a battle for who's going to top the group, and that will hopefully, I guess, give them a better seeding in the playoffs. But it's growing the game, and Hookers and Blow that have gone through, 3-putt pars and Monkeypox, say bye-bye. And over in the eventual winners of this whole competitions group, the SGT South, Island of Misfits had already qualified. Team Canada are in pole position for 2nd place, but the Kingsmen, which is my lot, have got a chance, and the 4 Horsemen miss out. We are playing Team Canada this week, so winner takes all. In the event of a tie, Team Canada will go through. And I've been benched. I've been benched for the final game by Danny. It's outrageous, but it's probably an outrageously good decision. But yes, I've been deemed not fit for the final week. No offence, I don't take any offence. Over in the Quinn Cup over at Sim Golf, Quinn Cup are the 2 absolute lunatics, Eskimo and Tab Captain, that are playing each other. It's a Ryder Cup style event. I think we've got 100 golfers. Well, we will have, because there's 100 playing in week 1. They've done the draft, which was entertaining, over on YouTube, and the first week will be starting. It's a scramble, and the pairings are shown here. I won't go through all of them. All I will highlight is that I have been paired up with Rays, someone I don't particularly know, and I'm taking on Scuba 1974 and Mythesis, my mate Mythesis, who robbed me of my trophy that should be in my trophy cabinet. No idea if we can play it live. Everybody's going to try and play them live. I did put my availability, but I've got a feeling these guys are all US, and therefore it's going to be a later one, which is more troubling for me, but maybe we can get it live. Hopefully we can. I'll do my best to make sure I'm available. But all those will be taking place, and there should be a lot of YouTube streams showing them. I think that has covered everything. I've done my best to do so. As I say, please, I welcome any comments. Is this getting worse? Is it getting better? Should I stop slagging people off? Should I continue and encourage slagging more people off? And should I not be voicing my opinion on things that I don't know enough about? Which is pretty much everything. So goodbye. See you next week.